My name is Tava Chunn, and I am a creative working as a copywriter. I have to go all the way back to high school. I got really good grades, mostly A's, B's, honors classes, AP classes. That was my vibe, okay? I was very much wanting to overachieve. In English class, though, I was not getting good grades. I wasn't getting the grades that I was used to. They weren't bad, but it wasn't good. So for me, I was like, okay, well, I'm good at other things. Like, I don't have to be good at writing. I don't have to be good. It's okay. Like, I just moved forward with that kind of story that I told myself that I wasn't a good writer. Really, my thing was performing, dancing, acting. Like, that was my thing. And when I got to college, I ended up just doing public relations because I felt like that would be something that I would want to do that's not performing. And it's basically a journalism degree. It's very similar. So I was forced to do a lot of writing. So I kind of had to just approach writing like, I'm about to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do it. And so I kind of started to build the muscle for writing. And after college, I got into social media management, which requires a lot of copywriting, a lot of, being creative, being, a critical thinker, being tapped in with the culture, being playful. And so once I got into social media, then I naturally kind of evolved into digital marketing. I think, number one, I still struggle with imposter syndrome. I overcame telling myself that I wasn't a writer. And so when I got to this point where I'm like, okay, they're hiring me to be a copywriter, I just was like, it can't be that hard. And I kind of approached a lot of stuff with that mindset. It's simply that. It just can't be that hard, okay? That's really what did it. And then seeing what it was, I was like, oh. And it's not that I was like, this is easy, but I was like, I got this. I can do this. I'm supposed to be here. That's the journey, the first journey I had to be on. A big kind of theme of the beginning of my career as a copywriter was that they took a risk on me. And it was communicated to me that because I didn't have the normal kind of path to this point. Everything in my background would prove to you that I could do this, so I came in as a junior copywriter. I knew my experience was beyond junior, but I knew sometimes you gotta take a step back to go forward, and I knew at some point they would see in it, and it was very apparent once I was in, what I was all about, my work ethic, how I approached the work. The biggest kind of issue that I see in the advertising industry is the fact that advertising historically is a white male dominated and kind of created industry. Only good things come when you see a more diverse team, when you see people really care about their teams in a real way. The work gets better, the world wants to see it, the audiences have become smarter, they're demanding what they want to see in the world from brands. And because a lot of times advertising agencies are the creators and the speakers for these brands, they have to be on that same tip. The advice I would give to young women in general in regards to copywriting: trust yourself, protect yourself, have boundaries, and don't allow other people's lack of boundary to make you not do what you need to do for you. The work is gonna suffer when you're not at your best. If somebody's questioning your work ethic or whatever because you maybe said, no, I'm not working past 5 today, or I'm gonna take my lunch, or whatever the case may be, right? I'm not working over the weekend this time. If you're not in a good place, the work's not gonna be in a good place. And so just remember that, because this industry is very fast moving. There's a lot going on, fast timelines. There's gotta be some type of accountability to take care of yourself, and the company's not gonna do that. You have to.